Oh man, you can tell I like this game a lot because I am going at a snail's pace, and I'm going out of my way to listen to optional codec calls. We're a far cry from my attitude in MGS2, I'll tell you that much. Game's just so much fun, man. Like, I really like everything it does. I also really like that the rooms, the environments, I couldn't stay in a room in MGS2 for 5 minutes. I couldn't squeeze enough content out of any of those rooms, but areas here, I mean, for one, yeah, they're a lot larger. But for two, they're just so layered. They're so cool. And we have this beautiful scene ahead. Some god rays, nice clear water, a view of hope. Let's just proceed forward into a cutscene. Please do all the optional codec calls. I'm totally enabling you right now. I've been doing a lot of them. We got the ones about 007, the ones about glowing mushrooms, the ones about croc caps. Now we got bees.
I come to you at last. We are the sons of the boss.
Hey, is this guy a ninja?
I am the pain.
He does like bug magic. He poses like this. He's a ninja, right?
Guide you to a world
Got a
that
mask.
is beyond your imagination.
Does flips. Look, that's a ninja pose, man.
Let's get started.
As far as I'm concerned, the Pain is the ninja of this game. Anyway, we're fighting the Pain now. How do we do that? Well, once again, take the suppressor off. Make sure we have our shotgun. And, oh, he's gonna throw juice at us. We want to wash that off. That's juice that attracts the bugs. So I demonstrated before we can fire our gun underwater.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Kind of hard to get a beat on him, though. So let's go back on our little video game platforms. I think he chose this boss fight arena for himself.
Grenade. Hey.
So yeah, keep shooting him a whole bunch.
Hey.
Then he pulls out his bee armor. That ninja technique. This is why we needed the shotgun. I had some difficulty with Ocelot, but I feel like the Pain's pretty straightforward. He's got a lot of hard counters. Such as that. You see the bees start to gather. Jump into the water. Bees don't like water. Everyone's had that moment, right? You're a kid. You're in the swimming pool, and then you see a bee. And you start screaming and jump into the pool because you don't want the bee to get you. See, there's a lot of real life lessons you can. Oh no, the bees. The bees still like me because I'm covered in juice. So we gotta jump into the pool. See, you can take a lot of real life experience and bring it into the game, and then you can take game experience and bring it into real life. He doesn't job enough to be a ninja? He's kind of jobbing. He's much easier than Ocelot was.
He is my brother.
Do love that he calls the bees his brothers. Wow! He must have thrown a grenade that I did not see. Oh yeah, obviously you can't fire the shotgun underwater, so it unequips it. But yeah, he's not too difficult. He's really one of the easier boss fights in the game. Oh! Until he covers us in the bee juice. I don't remember the game looking this blurry underwater. Oh yeah, we do have, if you kind of want to cheat, since we picked I like Metal Gear Solid 3, in addition to the different country flags, we have, let's see, I can't remember if it's the green or the brown. Grip gauge will not diminish as green, so the brown face paint is the one that O2 will not diminish. So you can just chill under here. Now, again, there's not much I can do to him. Oh! We can get a shot in on him occasionally. And that takes us to phase 2, where he turns into Deadpool. He also turns into a dog that barks, and when it barks, it shoots bees out of its mouth. And for some reason, it sounds like a semi-truck? This is a weird dude. This is a weird boss fight. So now he does his bullet bee attack. Yeah, and if the bullet bee gets in you... Yep. How do I... There we go. You can see that bullet bee is inside of me. You can't see it on the outside of Snake. But, yeah, there's a bee inside of me right now. We need to get it out with a knife. And we need to disinfect it. And let's eat some food.
Can't complain.
Can't complain. Alright. Grenade!
Hey! Go!
Oh, right, he does that! That's scary. He can teleport over to you. Snake just locking eyes with the pain as he downs an entire Gavial, yep.
Grenade!
Yeah, it's funny how in-depth this game gets with a lot of its mechanics, but also, let's change our camouflage also. Just when the cutscene starts, we can be canon Snake here. It gets really in-depth with its mechanics, and a lot of them are very much like a simulation of reality rather than realistic. Which I prefer. You know? Like, yeah, he can change his entire outfit and eat a 4-course meal in a fraction of a second in menu time. And stitch up all his wounds and all that. But I mean, that's better than having to, you know, find cover and tediously wait for a lengthy animation to play out. It does create a really funny scenario, though, where, yeah, when you think of these fights happening realistically... There's a bullet bee in my face? Where is it? In my neck? Ugh. Ew. Well, at least I got the mullet to cover it up. I think I saw, like, another leech somewhere, too. What was that? Oh, no, that's just a regular bullet in my arm there. Oh, a burn? It looked like a bullet. Okay. Yeah, it's very funny to think about. Again, though, it makes this like it's such a video game, man. This is such a video game. Also, yeah, a boss fight. What, like, only a couple rooms after our prior one? Like, we just fought Ocelot, and now we're fighting another boss? That's rad. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. None of that tedious strut bomb disposal. Tommy gun? Yeah, he uses his ninja magic to make a Tommy gun that he just kind of shoots us with repeatedly. But that's fine. We shoot him in the junk with a tranquilizer a million times. No! Stinky. I don't want to be stinky. Do I have more bullet bees in me? There we go. Look at him. He is shooting up a storm. And there we go. That's the pain down. He's a neat boss fight. Pain relief. Oh, you. You hilarious, hilarious trophies.
The pain. The pain. The pain.
I love Snake's reaction, like, okay. Yeah, by the way, the bees formed a Devil May Cry wall, so I couldn't leave the boss fight area. If you didn't know. The bosses in this game form Devil May Cry walls, so you can't leave their arena. Also, much like Ocelot, he drops his camo. So let's go grab that. Like I said, every single boss drops a camo. It rules. It makes New Game Plus really fun because you essentially unlock entire mechanics that you wouldn't have had otherwise. And some of them are really busted. Uniform, Hornet Stripe. Let's put that on. There it is. So it looks cool, but in addition to looking cool, it wards off hornets, spiders, and leeches. Also allows the wearer to tame hornets. It's really, really, really cool. If you have bees in an area or have a bee's nest, you can basically get a cloud of hornets around you that will stay around you but not actually attack you. But if enemies get close by, they'll attack them. I'll try and show it off. If I don't get a chance to, then, again, there's always New Game Plus. Let's see what Major Zero thinks about all this. Okay, we know that. Do you have anything to say about the Bee-Man we just fought?
The exit from the cave.
Okay, he has nothing to say about the Bee-Man. Sigyn, do you have anything to say about the Bee-Man?
What's that camouflage?
It's called Hornet Stripe.
Oh,
I got it from the
I didn't know there were...
No kidding. Sounds like a pretty unique design. From the looks of it, it's somehow infused with the power of hornets.
Infused with the power of hornets.
Sure. When you're wearing that outfit, hornets won't attack you. Neither will spiders or leeches. You might even be able to tame the ones that come flying out of a hive.
He says it so matter-of-factly.
You mean you're not wearing any face paint? You can take off your face paint by selecting no paint from face. Just select no paint when you want to skip wearing any face paint at all. But your camo index is never going to be as high without face paint.
Yeah, but he's so handsome.
Unless you want the enemy to see you, you ought to be wearing face paint.
But he's so handsome.
Pattern clothing.
Okay, we've heard this one.
Your field uniform is...
Okay, yeah, we've heard some of these before. I wanted him to say something about the pain. But maybe he doesn't. Let's call him about the animal's camo. Oops.
Covering your body is a good start, but a bare face will kill even the best camouflage. If the situation calls
Kind of
for a high camo index,
reiterating
you
what
better
we
break out
already
the
know,
face
but
paint.
okay.
To apply face paint, select face from the camouflage menu in the survival viewer. Then choose a face paint that blends in with your surroundings. The camo index located.
Yeah, okay, we've heard these.
I heard you fought against KGB troops in the Virtuous
Oh.
mission. But this time you're up against Spetsnaz.
There are so many Kodak calls in this game,
Spetsnaz
man.
is the special forces unit of GRU, the intelligence wing of the Soviet Defense Ministry's General Staff Office. Spetsnaz troops undergo rigorous training in all types of special ops, from assassination and demolition to intelligence gathering. That and Volgan's loaded, man. His unit is one of the best equipped in the
Volgan's
entire
loaded,
Soviet
man.
Union, if not the best. I heard the enemies you encountered in the Virtuous mission were only carrying weapons like AKs and grenades. Well, it ain't that simple anymore. In addition to AKs, some of the patrols you'll encounter might be equipped with Scorpion submachine guns and shotguns. The Scorpion is even lighter than the AK, making it much easier to handle. Basically, a guy with a Scorpion is not gonna miss you as often as with an AK. The shotgun is a powerful weapon.
Yeah, we
One
know
blast
that.
is enough to floor you, and you're likely to be seriously wounded. Watch for that, man.
Okay, so there's a few of these that I've never heard before. Eva, do you have anything to say? Yeah, okay.
Pain.
Not without a tough fight.
It was pretty
How did
easy.
it feel to fight one of the boss's comrades?
What are you getting at?
I just want to know what it's like to have fought a member of the legendary Cobra unit. That's all.
What you want to know is if I can really face the boss. Is that right?
Well, that too.
Don't waste your time worrying about me. I'll get the mission done.
I certainly hope so.
So the exit of the cave is up ahead?
Right. Go to the end of the cave and you'll come out in an aqueduct overgrown with mangroves. This leads to the Ponizovye swamp.
Yep, we know about the swamp. Okay. Alright, let's... We talked to basically everyone we needed to. Let's, I keep pressing the wrong button. I am never gonna get used to the touchpad being a thing. Even though it's been like 10 years that I've had a PlayStation 4. Let's change our camo. Let's get the water camo. There's gonna be water up ahead. Hey, fish. And there's going to be something else up ahead, too. Quite a few things, in fact. I really do love how much of this game just has no enemies in it. It's pretty cool. So many areas of just sort of like either again overcoming the jungle or just little rest area. It's neat. Speaking of enemies, though, here's this wacky guy. So, my first time getting to this point in the game, I laughed out loud when I saw those. So as you might know about me, I'm old, by the way. R Fruit B and D Med. I'm old. I'm old enough to have watched reruns of the Hanna-Barbera Johnny Quest. Mine Detector, by the way. And if you remember the old Johnny Quest, in the opening they had guys flying by on little contraptions like that. So I laughed out loud when I saw that sequence here going, oh my god, not only are we fighting the G.I. Joe Cobras, we've got little Johnny Quest machines. As it would turn out, I am a fool because apparently those were real, like they made prototypes of those back in the day. And yeah, foolish me. So there's a lot of bats in here. There's also some claymore mines in here. Yep. The bats all fall on the claymore mines, meaning you can just get a whole bunch of food and all the items in here, no problem. That's a little fun way to do that. I like that. I remember that from Johnny Quest. Okay, Grandpa. I started the sentence with "I'm old." More Russian glow cap, but we're full on bats. Oh yeah, wait. We could probably call a paramedic about the bats, right? What's she got to say about them?
I see you've caught a vampire bat.
Yeah, here we go.
The vampire bat bites its victims and sucks their blood.
Got it.
Speaking of bats,
Just save it.
huh?
I know you're gonna talk about vampire movies, Attack of the Vampire Donuts, or Dracula versus the Space Hippos, or something
I forgot it was that stupid.
Actually, I was going to say that bats are known to use supersonic waves to sense their surroundings.
Oh,
Bats use supersonic waves to sense their surroundings, so you might be able to keep them away by blasting them with a special kind of sound wave. Alternatively, you could try equipping a torch and waving it around with the CQC button. As for taste, I suppose there's no reason you couldn't eat them. Snake, do you hate vampire movies?
what?
Just now, you sounded like you really hated them.
I did?
Yeah,
Oh. Well, no one really likes them, do they?
some people do.
Like you.
I really don't have anything to add to a lot of these calls. They're just
Like the movie Dracula.
Don't say it.
they're just so
Why
good.
not?
Just don't.
Just
Are
don't.
you afraid?
What?
You're afraid of vampires, aren't you?
Don't be ridiculous.
But
Listen, there are no such things as vampires. They're just a stupid, made-up legend. And if they do seem real sometimes,
well,
I
sure.
forgot how goofy.
I think I
Like I
prefer
remembered
something like
this
that.
general call, but oh my god.
exactly.
Right.
I'm not afraid of vampires.
Uh-huh.
It's just that whenever somebody starts talking about vampires, I end up dreaming about them that night, and I don't need that right now. That's all.
Okay.
Oh my god, this game really is the goddamn best. It really is no question as to why. Let's eat a bat, by the way.
Disgusting.
Not great. Let's keep eating them until he loves them.
Sick.
It's very easy for me to see why this is so many people's favorites and why, even though I've played the game since Metal Gear Solid 1, it is probably my favorite. Oh, you can look at all the food models. I think I mentioned this like 800 times before. But the remake, I'm really looking forward to seeing a bunch of hyper-realistic animals as opposed to these funny little PS2 ones. Although I do like the funny PS2 ones.
Horrible.
Just force them to eat bats.
I'm gonna puke.
But yeah, I mean, I sometimes hate to be this guy, but sometimes I love to be this guy. My god, this game's so much more enjoyable as a video game than Metal Gear Solid 2. It's got a lot of mechanical depth, it's got a lot of interesting characters and optional stuff. Just, man, I still like MGS2, but if you put a delicious meal in front of me, and on one plate is Metal Gear Solid 2, and the other is Metal Gear Solid 3. I'm going to pick 3 every time. By the way, I'm hesitating here because that's a point of no return, as far as I'm aware. No, it's not. That's not the one that's a point of no return. Somewhere... Maybe it was further back. I can't remember. There's a couple points of no return in this game that are just a little slope you slide down. And I bring that up because it's not as egregious as MGS2, because each new little sub-area still has a lot of cool stuff in it. We've got our croc cap. Oh, look at that little guy over there. We see him. This is a really cool area. And we got these guys. So here's a funny thing about this game. I tranquilized him. And he exploded. So he's dead. But that doesn't count as a kill. Because the way this game registers your kills is really funny. You gotta kind of think outside the box and imagine it like Snake is reporting this mission, and they're trying to see, okay, like, how many times were you spotted? How many guards did you neutralize? Like, how many guys did you kill? And the way you would report something like that is, well, he died. But, I mean, you know, what happened was I shot him and he fell asleep in his stupid little hovercraft. You know, it's not my fault he was asleep and he couldn't control it anymore. Really, his poor management and, you know, I mean, he really shouldn't have had a license for that thing if he's just going to fall asleep and crashing into everything. And it's basically, you know, if you directly interact with an enemy and it causes their death, then it's a kill. But if you interact with something that causes their death, for example, shooting barrels that explode, or, as we learned in Twin Snakes, kicking a guy. I just kicked a guy. He happened to be near the railing and fell off. But if you throw a guy off of a platform, then yeah, that's going to count as a kill. But yeah, you can feel free to, whoops, to tranquilize these dudes, and they will die, but it won't really be your fault. You can also see we're in a... Oh, what do we got here? We got another suppressor. That's nice. We're in a water area. And there's dudes up on the dock. Now, if I were to throw a guy into the water, that would count as a kill. But if I were to, you know, tranquilize him and drop him into the water... And that doesn't count as a kill because I just put him to sleep and moved his body. It's not my fault he fell into the water and then drowned. This game works in very funny ways like that.
Understood. Return to your position.
Okay.
I think I saw something.
Yep, just a little swamp gator with a gun. Don't mind me. Go to sleep, idiot. There we go. And we're not going to mess around. We're going to get this guy from a distance as well. Because there's a whole bunch of stuff here. There's a whole bunch of stuff. There's also like a half-sunken boat. The variety of areas in this game is... Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. This is... Man... You would think that I am one of those people that absolutely hate MGS2, the way I negatively compare every single other game to it. But it's just... MGS2 is fine. I think that was my takeaway by the end, is it's fine. It's a bit disappointing as a sequel, but it's fine. Every other game is just fantastic, for the most part. This game in particular.
Freeze.
I'm holding dudes up with a crocodile cap. I mean, come on. Can't do that in MGS2. Oh, you want to talk about society and a bunch of technobabble and shit? Hell no, man. I'm a super sexy super spy, and I got my funny crocodile cap, and I'm holding dudes up, making them shimmy their hips. Let's see that hip action. Oh, yeah. All right.
Freeze.
Let's hold him up. You know, I haven't really used the Dirty Magazine. So let's equip that. And let's see if we can't get this guy to notice it. We're going to pick him up. Be careful not to drop him into the water. Even though we're allowed, that's not a kill. He was asleep and in the water. How did he get in that water? Well, listen, I am not the water. I did not kill him. Ah! We just got bit by something. We're gonna need some medicine. What did we get bit by? What did we get bit by? Let's get our Thermga. Ah, I can see what we got bit by. Hello there, Cobalt Blue Tarantula. Well, maybe we won't use the book trick on this guy. Well, maybe we'll... Hey, maybe we'll do something special with this guy. So we got a spider. And we got a book. Ah. No, let's... Okay. No, come on, kick him. Be fair, 2 decades later, few games come close to 3. It's true. It's true. This is like just one of the games of all time. Alright. We're gonna wake him up. And we're gonna hide over here. Yep.
This is my lucky day.
Yeah, so he's checking out that book. So remember when I said that only you interacting with enemies causing their death counts as a kill? Well, you know what doesn't count as a kill? If I throw this spider on him. The spider is poisonous. No, come on. Put the book away. There we go. The spider is poisonous. Okay? It's gonna bite him. I'm not forcing the spider to bite him. No, no, no.
Who's that?
So he got bit. And you can see he's poisoned. He's shooting us. But
Come in, HQ.
This is HQ.
I wonder if I can just... There we go. He's dead.
Respond. What's going on out there?
We're gonna catch our spider again. You can kill as many dudes as you want like that, and it does not count as a kill. Also, his buddy is still held up over there, I believe. Yep, excellent. And we get another weapon storehouse with the SVD. We got it again. We're not going to use it. We're not going to use it. It's too lethal. But what we are going to do is blow this place up, so they'll be less armed in the area. Is there something I saw in there? Ah, look at that! There was something I saw in there. That's the Keraton of this area. Yeah. There are few games that come close to this day. I really do think they made the right choice in picking 3 to remake. Because it's the one that is, like, kind of the best video game overall. And they get to bring back all of the goofy mechanics that are in this. And I'm hoping, you know, if they remake later games, or prior games in the case of MGS 1 and 2, they're going to try and find a way to fit some of those 3 mechanics in there, because, man, that would rule so hard. Criminal, we haven't had a new game with anime magazines to have Hikari-chan so kawaii in gameplay. That would be great if we got a, if there were certain soldiers that didn't like real women. They only like anime girls, so you have to use the anime magazine on them. Free ideas, Konami. Take them. Give me the keys to Metal Gear. I got big ideas. Big ideas.